the street.
Will you tell us about the time you went up to Chapel Fields along with your husband Joe, when he showed you when they were playing the bingo up there in the fields?
Well, that was the first time I ever played it.
Bingo outside.
Outside, I never knew. So that was the first time I ever played it. So he was with me.
And how did that happen?
Lord of mercy. And we just were coming on home. And we seen this crowd, and of course I had to go to see what the crowd was. And when I went, that's what it was. So he anyway asked the man, everybody, there's no books. And he waited till this was over. I didn't know he was doing it. And he asked the man, would he allow him to lend his book or to play a game for to give to me or to play the game? As I never saw it played before. And the man lent me his book and I played the game for him, and that was how I got that game played.
And then you took one more up, Lord Rest.
And then
the following week.
Then we went up the following Sunday night, and she won.
She won. And what did you do with it?
And wait a minute, it's come on a downpour. It was a great downpour, and they were all drowned. And whenever she got the money, she just got it through into the apron. That's the way he threw it, just as he got it. He just threw it into the apron. And it was all coppers. And we had to go into the public house and get it all, and get it changed and get silver for it. And it was good money, it's just good money that she got. No.
Well, is there any more characters about the market you can remember?
No. There was no very...
like Silver McKee?
Oh, like Silver McKee, but Silver wasn't too bad at all. Not at all, Silver was all right. It was worse. What are you talking about? It was dozens worse than that.
He's dead now. There was a place called Hampton Hill Bennett.
You think you're going there?
I wonder at times. Well, nobody's back and told me anyway. It was there. That's what I had to do. I haven't gone back yet.
Right, I think I'll leave it there now. Is that okay?
What do you say?
Yeah.
You look
ring the bell.
Well, the bell's rung.
Right.
As if you all didn't know, that was Silver McKee, Mr. and Mrs. George McAllister, Teeny Chrissy Farmer, Annie Convery talking to her brother Paddy, not forgetting Maggie Logue, of course.
It never could be beat, and it'll always will be a market. They'll never take it off us. We will always remember it all the days of our lives. Till we go to the graveyard, we're up the market, no matter where you go.
I used to sing along
Can
then.
you give us a wee song now, do you
I
think?
couldn't. What kind of a song would I give you now?
Bird in the Gilded Cage. So you know that one.
God bless us.
She's only a bird.
She's only a bird in a gilded sea. You may think she's happy and free from care. She's not though she seems to be. It's sad when you think of her wasted life, for youth cannot meet with age. Her beauty was sold for an old man's gold. She's a bird in a gilded cage.
the hallmarks of a carefully planned ambush. Shortly after midnight, Royal Military Police radioed that they were being attacked with bottles and stones here in Cromwick Street in the markets area of the city. A four-man patrol of Royal Green Jackets rushed to the scene and immediately began to chase these stone throwers down one of the maze of side streets leading from the square.
does this house compare with the one you left?
King till it. The other one we were in for Dalton's and everything was shocking for whatever now. This one's great, so it is. Well pleased with it.
So you're one satisfied customer?
Oh, we are.
Oh, it's 100% better than what we were living in. I mean, when the old house we were living in, we were complaining about drafts, dampness, and, you know, even if you wallpaper it, a couple of months' time it'll all coming down again because of dampness. But this house here, and we can't wait to get it painted, to be quite honest with you, because it's something to appreciate and something to look forward to, you know, especially coming up to Christmas. And, well, you're bringing anybody into the house, you'll be proud of it, bringing them into the house. You know, we have...
Well, what's it like now that you've moved in? Are you happy enough?
Oh, yes, quite happy.
You no problems?
No problems in the world, no. Everything's very nice and very...
Well, what about the house you left?
Oh, for goodness sake. And then the ceiling fell down, for heaven's sake, and they wouldn't even fix it for me.
No.
They were past that, you see.
Yes.
They're past that.
Yes. Well, you have happy memories, Anna.
Oh,
Now, what about your
yes.
neighbours? You've got them all still
So
beside
this
you?
is my neighbours all, and just from there right over to them pensioners over there, all round, just all together. Here, yes.
Mrs. Annie Cohen, Mr. O'Hara, Chairman of the Northern Ireland Housing Executive. 200
Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Are you pleased with
Very,
what
very
you've had?
pleased,
Where did you live previously?
Stuart Street.
A fair change?
Yes, in the house we're in right now.
Yes. How's the heating? Well, you don't want heating at this stage,
Well, no,
I suppose,
see,
but...
at first when we came in, you know, the heating was 1 minute it was on, next minute it was
Yes.
off. You know, it was just teething troubles.
Well, I'm sorry, there are teething
You know.
troubles, I think, despite what the
well,
experts say about
yes,
it, you know. And,
we appreciate that.
it's happening during the right time of year, you know, it's not happening around Christmas.
Well, it's one thing we're glad we're having to move in the winter time.
Yes,
rather than
that's
Of September, the gates will finally close on this 135-year-old Maze Markets. Surely one of the oldest landmarks in Belfast, steeped in history and tradition. And one of the oldest traders left in the market is Mr. Tom Donnelly.
What's this here for? Speak to it. Now hear this. There has been more rioting in the market area last night. I shot Mr. Rabbit. William was shot dead and 2 civilians under. I don't know.
till the hop. I am doing a roaring business in me out clothes shop. Oh, a man came in the other day, a coat for him to buy. I threw him 1 or 2 and 6, I that went on to die. He tried it on little him and he went to walk away. When I tapped him on the shoulder saying the coat you'll have to pay. Oh, we corduroy, some of the best of trees. For waistcoats and petticoats, they're all of a walking breed. I never sell an article unless it's till the hop. I am doing a hell of a business in the old clothes shop. Yo!
This street's not the same now.
No, it's fairly changed. We started the new houses, you see. They've got up in the world.
They've all closed doors now.
Closed doors.
All closed doors
now.
He did. Charlie Chaplin lived in Denver's. And Joseph Locke lived here in this house here that we're in.
Very good.
Yeah.
And he was a very good fella.
That's right.
He was
And
very
all
jealous.
the Forest girls out of the Empire all stayed in this house also.
And Joseph, the 7 dwarfs.
Snow White and the 7
dwarfs.
dwarfs.
And
In
anybody
this
else?
house
No?
also.
And all our children used to get the windows and mops and all polishing.
Looking down. Must
Looking
have left
down.
me behind. I'm one of the dwarfs. Remember their fruit markets and all? McGivern's fruit shop in Cromick Street?
Manager time sent round for tuppence with a damaged fruit.
Make little apple cakes for Sunday, coming out of mouths, eh?
That's about the truth.
But they were good old days,
Oh, they were
weren't they
good
all the
old
same?
days.
Aye.
They
Do you
were.
remember Maggie Elder?
I do Maggie Elder.
Maggie Elder, sold the Willix and the Elder and all.
Many's time got a panel for Willix down at the City Hall and what I called. Down there.
Around the steps.
The steps.
The steps around City Hall?
No, round
Around that court.
Round the court.
Around the law court
Law
you're
court.
talking about? Right
And you
there.
got a pen to pick them
Pick
up.
the Willix out and shut the eyes that everybody can past like out there. Aye. You didn't know what you were picking out of you didn't?
God, you didn't.
Aye.
I wasn't picking at Willix.
And then the elder Jimmy McCaffrey used to sell the tripe and all.
Tripe.
They were good out butcher shops
Good
then,
away.
Johnny Shannon and all.
Johnny,
Remember the Shannons?
The Shannons
And there was the Twainhams.
McCaffreys and Twainhams.
And Gambles and McKnights.
They're all away now.
Mick Mooney's pubbing on Cromick Street and Jimmy Devine's.
Things.
The Golden Jubilee. Get a whole bowl of soup for a tanner. Remember a wee slice of bread, her spud in its jacket.
That's right. That's right.
Aye, do you remember them days? They were good old days, weren't they all the
They
same?
were good old days.
Aye.
But
And
they're
then
not
the
the
coal
same
men
now.
with their horses and carts going around the street.
Uh-huh.
Now
But now
I've seen them
you
going around
wouldn't.
in Volvo cars, they're making that much for the coal. Aye? Volvos that are going in. Aye?
That's the truth.
No poor coal men nowadays, well.
No, it's not fair.
My God, I'm telling you, they're all property owners and dealers now, aren't they?
There's none of them now looking alone of a
Oh,
shell
no,
and
no.
ten interest.
Morning, ladies.
Morning,
Well, the market used to be a great place. I'm sure you see great changes from your day. Characters all knocked down.
Cobblestones and everything else. Goes the cows and
Streets and
all
houses with characters all knocked down.
cobblestones and everything else. Goes the cows and
Streets and
all
houses with characters all knocked down.
cobblestones and everything else. Goes the cows and
Cows
running
used
the
to
streets.
run Welsh Street down Stamford
Yes.
Street.
Yes, I remember them and the drovers
Yeah.
running after them.
Yes, definitely, Maureen, I know that well, because it was 2 cows had run into our own home and 20 Stanton Street. And there was only a room in the kitchen in it. We had, the stairs were also in the kitchen. The jar tub was in the kitchen and the cooker was in the kitchen. So therefore, we had to take in part of our yard to make a wee scullery. So these 2 cows ran in one day, right round into the scullery. One was stuck in the scullery, the other was stuck in the kitchen. They couldn't get out no way. So there's a man, one of the cow wallopers, as they used to call him, the dummy, Joe McManus. He had to get over the wall of Maggie Morgan and get over the one cow and get the second cow to back it out and then get the other one out. There was cows clap all over the whole kitchen and on the ceilings because they were so small, and they broke all the they broke all the dishes. So I'm telling you, I remember the cows well. So the farmers had to come right and they give me money towards any of the delf that was broke. So I tell you, we had a time of it then. The time the cows ran in, you see, it was a Friday morning, and then Joe worked in Englishes, the husband, he worked in Englishes, and everybody started to kid on, and they had meeting Friday because we didn't eat meeting Friday then. And of course everybody kidded him on for long enough that he had his meat on a Friday after that. So,
sure they did.
I'm telling you.
The market now, like in years gone by, there was great then. A load of old houses and everything.
Their sinks, their job up behind the scullery doors, the doors and the water running. There was no bathroom then,
No, there was not. The white space, the big bath and the scrubbing brush.
That's right, big horses, truck.
They were very happy days.
I remember standing in George Street, saying Joseph Locke, standing in Jimmy Bowden's gateway, because Jimmy Bowden and Minnie had horses, and he would have sang maybe one song or two songs, you know. We were all standing all mesmerised, you know, somebody come from the Empire, but then you see they stayed in our street. But sure, when you look at our street now, it's not the same. There's no memories there now.
They stayed in 22 Joy Street, the house I lived in, Holly Murray.
Yeah, Joseph Locke there.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and all those.
And all the
young people.
Dancers from Jimmy O'Day.
Yeah.
Maureen, what do you call her? Maureen, she was with Jimmy O'Day and the Doyle twins.
They were really marvellous days.
Good people.
Good people. If you were sure to be shilling, you could have knocked your next door neighbour. Not today. Too much.
I lived in Riley's place, right?
Yeah.
The key was always on the door. And then at the same time, the door was never closed.
But geez, you'll not do it today,
The
but...
rat man come round, the insurance man, everybody.
The tick man and the whole lot.
Man and all.
He lived in the letterbox shop and brought
Yeah,
the out with the key.
remember going to pawn shops in Cromick Street? There was a 3B balls outside it. A chum of mine called for me one day. I thought I was going to confession boxes. I never was in one in my life. And I thought she was taking me to confession. There was 3B whites and another one. It was all pawn shops, but they were good days, isn't that right? Yeah, very good.
You mean the boozer there too?
There was McCoy,
Stills.
Rami Square, and
Stills.
Stills Pub, there was.
And the Black Box. Jimmy the
Jimmy
Bag.
Devane used to have a wee tin of snuff. Oh, here, I love to be pinch of snuff.
very good.
Oh, I'm a great big one to pinch of snuff. We dropped off Gallagher's peppermint snuff bag and drank it. Oh, I love their snuff, so it is. Oh, it's like the drugs today. It gets a hurt to you, doesn't it?
Oh, the drugs.
Well,
That's
oh
not
my
bad.
God.
This picture here brings back memories. It was a Tommy Kellam's pub, but originally it was Pat Mulligan's pub, and he was an eccentric. And he opened it all hours of the day and night, 2 or 3 in the morning, or 6 in the morning, or 9 at night, or whatever, whenever he took a notion. And when you went into the bar, there was 3 or 4 candles stuck in bottles. That was the only light. It was sufficient light to take a dram, you know. But he had a reputation, he had the best brandy, whiskey, and what have you, in the whole of Belfast. But it was a great place. It was great air about it, you know. You were like taking part in a mystery whenever you went into his pub. You didn't know what was going to happen next. But it was real good. But them days is long gone.
You were telling me that visitors to the church are always asking you how old the church is. Apparently, it was the foundation stone was laid on the Feast of St. Malachy, 1841. That's over 150 years ago. And the work went on then in 1842, and there were advertisements in the newspapers of that time advertising for the completion of what was described as the skeleton of St. Malachy's church. And there was also an advertisement about ordering the bell, which came from London. Now, the church itself was finished in December, 15th of December 1844, and apparently not long after that, the bell just mentioned, it cracked for whatever reason, and it was some 20 years later that whatever priest was here said that he would get a bell that wouldn't crack, and he got one all of 2-ton weight, and it had to have a special bell tower to accommodate it. You can see the difference, for example, in old original photographs of the church compared to what it looks like now.
Yes. Well, what about the ceiling, fella?
The ceiling resembles the ceiling of the Henry VII chapel in Westminster. It was the work of Italian artists who came in and apparently who afterwards settled in Belfast and it seems in the Stranmillis area. The architects described the ceiling as hanging pendants and stuccos. There's a thing, by the way, now people do ask, very many visitors ask here about the Ragged Saint, and this is the only church that I know that has a statue and a shrine in honour of the Ragged Saint. Now, his real name, Benedict Joseph Labray. He died just over 200 years ago, and he literally spent very much of his life in rags, going from place to place, begging. Whatever he did get, he shared with the poor who were like himself. And it's a very popular shrine. Many people do come to visit it. I'm told that years ago, when there was an unemployment assistance place here in Alfred Street, the people going, hoping that they would get employment, called in here to pay a visit to the shrine in honour of the Ragged Saint. And that applies to people who were Catholics and people who were not Catholics.
Do you remember this place outside the church here being all trees and grass?
Yes.
There was none of this here nowadays.
No. I remember in the 30s, early 30s, a gypsy family, Mrs. Copley from Yorkshire, Doncaster, I believe. And she used to have, she had Mystique caravans brought there. And she had side shows, coconut shies, a carousel, chair planes, you know, going around. And she also put on other outside, you know, big shows, bigger shows than the other one. And she had a fellow there came down called Daredevil Peggy. And they had a tank in there by 12 by 12 in the chapel fields. And he went up there just at the end of the street, see that there?
Yes.
Look, where the flats are now.
Yes.
And they had what they call a trapeze ladder. He went up with this, chop went up with him. And he got sort of brown paper on him. And he was set alight, and the tank was set alight. You know, the tank?
Yes.
And he would dive into the tank. And the flames, he was still alight himself, he was into the tank to get up, and he'd make a bit of a spiel about how many times he had done it. Maybe 40 or 50 times. But it's a sad end to him because he was killed many years after in Brighton doing the same stunt.
What's this story Jimmy went about Crummy Square about Alec the Duck?
There was a woman on Crummy Square called Maggie Toner, or Maggie McCullough, and she had this duck called Alec. It was a very... And it used to cross the road with children. There used to be there wasn't lights there on the points, but the policeman, you know, down directing the traffic. And the duck would go across, and there's a pub there called McNeil's. And they called the pub the Bird Shop Bar. That was the duck was considered a logo. But it was supposed to be, it used to get a drink in there, you know, the Guinness, what do you call it? From the pint glass. And they said I had a drink too many one night. It was knocked down, and they said I was helping to come back, it was knocked down where it was. She had it stuffed and put in the window.
It's a very popular character in the market.
Oh, well known, Alec the Duck. Actually, there was papers in America had it, you know, about it. And she had telegrams. That was in the local papers here and all. Belfast Telegraph. It was in the window for years.
He was a character then.
Yeah.
Jimmy, we were talking about the chapel fields of boxing in the old days.
Well, I can tell you a bit about that. When I started, it was in the open air. And then they went into a sort of a marquee.
Yes.
Well, in the winter nights, them fellas fought maybe 30 bob. And the four downers would get about $1, about 5 shillings old money. And they'll come in just as coach that they had, the coach, you know.
Yes.
That was their Sunday thing and all. And go into a fight in a cold night.
Well,
very, very hard.
Do you remember?
You had a fight, you wouldn't get on again, like, you know.
Yes.
You had to go in and put up a show.
Okay, Skinner, tell me your experience of boxing in the chapel fields.
At chapel fields, I went up to, what, 15, wasn't 15. Right. Looking for a fight. No problem. Pro professional, 2 shillings.
Right.
2 shillings.
How many rounds?
4 rounds, 4-2. Right. And they asked you, do you want to fight? You know what I mean?
Right.
No scales, didn't weigh you in or nothing.
Right.
Said, okay, do you want to fight? I'll fight him. Would you fight him? Yep. You got the 2 shillings if you won. Right. Open air.
So,
Open air, no seats. There was no seats or nothing.
Right.
Open air, no canvas over the ring.
Right.
And I had to stand. There was no open air, like it was just open air.
it was the breadwinner
It
for
was
you
the
as far
breadwinner,
as
yeah.
your job was
That's correct,
concerned.
that's right.
If you
Once you
didn't-
got into 6 rounds,
If you didn't fight, you didn't eat.
and you weren't on, you couldn't fight.
Right, right.
No, sir.
Right.
You know this getting stopped now. Come
Right.
back. Don't come back.
Lovely, lovely.
You didn't keep winning, you weren't on.
You weren't on.
So we had to win.
Harry, you boxed professional after boxing a long time as an amateur.
Yeah.
What was your first wages for?
No,
your
my
boxing?
first wages was my first professional fight in the King's Hall was a 6-rounder.
Right.
And I got £10 for it.
£10.
George Cowan.
You went on to box top of the bill in the King's Hall.
That's right. Well, then I went from that.
Boswell St. Louis.
Yeah. I went from £10. I got a George Cowan first to £600.
Right.
For top of the bill. I just loved the fight, but the money was good for my own people, for my parents. But
So it
for
helped?
me, money meant nothing to me.
No.
It was more or less the fight, and I loved the
But
fight.
it did help.
I loved the atmosphere among the boys in the club. You know.
Around this market, nobody ever starved.
Never
because
starved in this place.
There was a market,
There's a market, the abattoir.
and
You
could
got
always,
everything out of it.
Correct.
But now you can't do that now.
That's all the way, isn't it?
Do you remember tripe? I used to look for tripe. Should we look for tripe? He's looking for tripe and we're looking
I
for
used to-
money.
Well, I
That's the
used
best
to-
thing in the world for you.
Arthur Gibson would have said to me, go on up there and get a bucket of type. And no matter how much type people got, when Dunlops, they were the people that served the type. And it was only half a crown to him every week, you know, and you got to have somebody come in. But I used to go up and get a bucket of type and go around the Nortonville Club and give.
We put of this, we put of that.
Jesus, sicker. That's the shoes God.
How do you remember the time you worked for Artie Gibson? You used to cop a few old chums for yourself, remember?
Yes, I stole.
What was that story? You used to
We have
say?
everything, you see.
What
See,
was that story you
everything
said,
was so
Paddy?
funny. Paddy was so
Ringing the
funny.
till.
You're not guilty. Oh, no, no, no. There you are.
No, what if Paddy tells us one about the till?
Well, I did, yes, because what I stole.
Right.
Stole them.
Everybody.
And when the Vegas curtains went by, but I don't want to talk about that, no.
Do you remember the old stew shop?
Ah, McSherry's. Yeah. And a wee hot shop across the road, Mrs. McSherry. Come up in the cars.
How much was it for a bowl of stew?
A penny. One pound. And you walked out, and McSherry's sold the paper, but you know what they used to get in the morning? Like Sunday morning was beautiful. Hair beer. Hair beer. You used to get the hair beer. Waiting on the clubs open, and you used to get the hair beer. Coming out of some Malachy. Ah, that's it, coming out of some Malachy. That's great. And a big bang of hair beer, isn't he? Oh, Jesus, Vinny.
Vinny what?
Oh, Vinny was brilliant.
Didn't you marry Don Morgan? He worked there.
He's a butcher or something, wasn't he?
What's that over there?
She looked at the pot and hit him.
Not yours.
She was rough, you know.
And one night they fell.
Hit you with a hammer.
One night they fell out.
She looked at anything and hit him. Her children was
One night
brilliant.
Don fell out. And she says, there, Don, by God, Don Morgan, this is one I'll kill you, lad skin.
Well, when I came to the market, it was open market, and the ground was only a shilling for as much if you wanted of it. But when the rain come, you had a couple of the clothes, and the prices then was threepence and sixpence a shilling. A man's suit for half a crown. And they come from near and far then. See at July at the holidays when we were all working in the mill, when we were off. They were the good buyers.
The reason why I'm in the market is because struggling with the idiosyncrasies and vicissitudes of life, I had to do something because I had never anyone to keep me, and I ended up, and these are things that people give me to sell for them. I don't do anything. I just sell for any, if anyone wants anything sold.
62 bags, that's £10. Handing it ready away from 9 days for £10 without being charged with murder. Guaranteed you'll have 6 nights a week. Get intensive care on Sunday night, you can bury on Tuesday. Get brown bros to do it for £500.
This is what I do when I get in a bad temper. And then I get into good temper.
Bangles, rings, brooches. I used to get lovely stuff earlier, but now you can get nothing, only that commercial stuff, and I don't buy it. If I can get out of it, only for somebody. You know, it's not the same at all.
I have met some very nice people, all classes, creeds and colours. And I sell me some Martins to all classes, creeds and colours. Even the Pakistani takes one. He does. He does. I used to sell bulletproof knickers.
I remember coming around with my mother, like I would have been younger then. And this was an ex-soldier's appeal. Can you give the ex-serviceman a job or help him by buying his fill at tuppence? We're going back to that stage now. In the war, we were all classed as heroes. By our country to stand or to fall. We were told after beating the Germans, there was work and places for all. We were promised a land fit for heroes. The land fit for heroes, all right, but it's heroes alone that could stick it when there's poverty only to fight. The guns' roar didn't harm us, nor the knowledge of pals lying dead. But now we are terrified daily by the cry of the children for bread. To the country, the boys kept their promise. They did not malign or shirk, but instead of going back to the workshop, they tramped the streets daily for work. If these lines should recall any memories, as over your eyes lightly scan, you will know this card is presented by a genuine ex-serviceman.
When I used to go to the market, you got a box of bananas for 3 shillings, 40 dozen was in the box. You got a box of apples, Irish apples for £0.50. You got a spoon of fish for £1.
I'm happy with my life. Happy. There's no doubt about it. Everybody knows me in here. Like, I don't go after them people. Because they've only to remember one end and remember two. I've had a ball here. Don't not get a lot of money, but what about that?
I've seen some changes. There's not many of us left. It was good then, but a couple of hours would have done you. I think you stood here for a week, you'd be no further on.
Used to some out sing songs around the market years ago. For
I know that I won't forget you, for I've loved you too much for too long. Oh, you don't want me now, I'll still love you till the breath in my body is gone. That's how it is with me. And you're the only love I ever had. Many things in my lifetime, but darling, I won't